Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to DeathSpank. Now I've slept since the last recording, and normally in a game that would mean I've probably forgotten some of the story and that I'd have to kind of remember what I'm doing, but in this game the story is so utterly simplistic and not the focus that I know I'm just gonna generally wander around and attack enemies. There's something nice to that, just getting back to basics in some games and just turning your brain off and being able to play it for like an hour on the weekend, and that might be the only opportunity that you have that week to play. Whereas so many other games now are trying to be like Emmy award winning movies, effectively equivalents of that, where the story is so prominent and so important, and that the writers think that their story that they're telling is so good that it has to, every single detail has to be known and seen and remembered by the player. And that's really just not the case, because in all honesty, a lot of times the games aren't that good. The other thing I did while I'm here is, it turns out there are some achievements. I looked at them. They seem like they are all pretty much easy to get, except for this good and evil slider, which apparently you're supposed to bring the good all the way up and evil all the way down, and thus I've vanquished evil. But I don't think, if those options were going to do anything for us, that I don't think they do anything, because theoretically that would have been maybe a major slider to increase the good drops that you would pick up and decrease the amount of damage you take amongst enemies, or the amount of enemies that spawn. And the game really wouldn't work that way if there were just absolutely no enemies at all. As for our actual goal, yeah, we're running around doing side quests. Let's see, we're supposed to clear the land of blinkers, so let's run around and see if we see any enemies. There's some dead blinkers, and here's a blinker. Alright, so obviously the idea of killing, eliminating all enemies by turning down the evil is not true, and we'll keep an eye out and look at what drops happen, but I don't think we're going to all of a sudden start getting major increases in gold or food pickups. If we did, that would be very weird, and it would counter the idea of having difficulty settings. I don't know how you make a game that has specific difficulty levels, and then also you can adjust within those specific difficulty levels.
Why is it you never seem to have a key to open a treasure chest when you need one?
It does seem like that is a constant problem. Let's see. Seems like our map buttons are working right now too. I've left the game running since the last recording, and so that's been a couple of days, and it didn't crash while paused. Game should really never crash when paused, but they seem to do in computer games, particularly if you just alt tab out of them. I assume some of it has to do with just all games have some form of memory leaks that happen if you leave them running, and they're just not tested to allow them to run forever.
I have slain your problematic blinkers.
Wow, that's a lot of guts. I didn't think you'd really carry all those around with you. But now, those monks to the north are always ringing their giant evil bell. And seeing as how we've established it's evil, could you go destroy that bell for me?
I'll gladly silence this evil, noisy bell for you.
It's fairly obvious that the
Oh,
monks aren't evil,
you're my
and
kind
he's
of hero,
just
DeathSpank.
having you kill
free
people. He's having you kill people and clear the land to give him an excuse to build more houses. See, weapon-wise, we have something here with 450. That was a super stamping hammer, but that does 512. This does 300, but that does 400. So each of these weapons kind of do need to get put away. And here we have a major healing potion compared to a minor healing potion. And this can go away. And this can go away. And this is a fire resistance item. If we go up to the evil monastery, it gives us an excuse to kind of curve backwards this other way. We need to keep in mind that we are at level 9, so if we start running into things that are way stronger, that's going to be a problem. Well, we're level 12. The blinkers are showing up as level 9. Those goblins showed up as level 2. The chickens are level 0. It seems kind of odd. Nameless Burn Village, largest export soot, population bloodthirsty giants. Okay. We've got another quest giver. There was, oops, didn't really need to eat that. Hit the wrong button. I don't know why I thought down on the D-pad would talk to the lady.
Greetings, citizen.
Please help me. Pips attacked my village and burned it to the ground. In my haste to escape, I forgot my precious trunk of priceless stuff.
Fear not, for I'll retrieve your downtrodden yet still valuable trunk.
So, there's another achievement that says there's 30 outhouses in the entire game to find. So, where the Long Monk Monastery is loud. This guy is going to attack us, and they are level 12. And they do have knives, so they attacked me first, I guess. It really wasn't uncommon, though, for people of the time, the monks included, to carry knives to protect themselves. Wow. That was a large area of effect on the spin attack there. I'm doing a rather nicely large amount of damage when attacking with the A and the X button. The crossbolt gun still seems like it is kind of low on damage, but I imagine it just never will get high enough to single-handedly kill a creature. There's like one little Leviathan slash bubbling up there. This side on the right here, though, looks very kind of roughly animated compared to even the other sections of the game. Somebody just hit me really hard. And the eating of chicken is is now down really to an ineffective way of gaining food. Look how many it's taking just to refill now. 3, 4 entire chickens. That is way too slow. And it really feels like that was just a large jump to that point. Like, because it felt like last time we were playing, we really were taking only 1 to 2 pieces of chicken to fill my full health. This effectively is just the thongolith. Let's see how much a potion works on us now. What must have happened is we must have, because the potion barely filled half of our health also, we must have done something to majorly increase our armor, and because of that the armor must have drastically increased the amount of health we have. So it seems like what they're doing is armor is just adding, and we could kind of look if we could even go to the menu here. Let's look at our armor. Armor gives you health plus 40. So yeah, each piece of armor just is increasing our health, where I also suspect that our level is also increasing our health somewhat. And then we should probably think about something that would increase, not 700, 250. Let's see. We need to just put that there. Evil Bell's destroyed instead of the monolith being destroyed, or the monolith having to be scanned. We'll go back and return that quest later, because we want to just make as much progress as fast as possible. This is a level 14 creature, so I don't think I can take these guys out. Like level 13, about to level up to that. We'll see what we can do here. How hard do these guys really hit? Interesting that they put a drop, an item drop, a bunch of barrels that drop items is what I mean to say, with one explosive thing around there. Alright, so let's turn in the quest, since that area is not particularly safe enough. Let's turn in the quest and get maybe a level up, and then let's go down and around and back the other direction to the area on the right. This feels like this would have been something I would have collected.
Greetings again, rich cabin. I have slain the evil and noisy bell.
Oh, finally some peace and quiet. Now all I need is wood to build rich cabins for the rich. But I need special magical wood. And seeing as paying for an endangered commodity seems wrong, could you go and liberate that oppressed wood from the lumber mill in the enchanted forest?
Don't worry about a thing, cost-conscious developer. You'll get your endangered wood.
Okay, so we leveled up. Money drops 25% more, or do we want to do more damage? I think money is what you just want. I think you just want to keep pushing towards money. We now have a major crit potion. Here we have a sword that would do 524 versus this, so... And it seems like there might be a color system to this, but I don't know. Yeah. And we're gonna just try and get rid of all this food. Eat it once, and that's about it. He has gems on his gloves that makes him look a little bit like Thanos, which this game would kind of feel like it was too old to make that reference, but not really, because Thanos and all of that has been in comic books for a long time, and if this game character is based on the Tick, then the Tick would be a reference to comic books. So even if it's a reference to a reference. Oh, so I can't actually get to the Enchanted Forest up in that area. Interesting. It might be smarter too to just what is this? A free range Chizard, which drops the fries and ketchup. So we may just stop seeing chicken and seeing more Chizards around, or this might just be the place to go to stock up. This is a...
I think I saw something.
I don't even know what quest I have here that I'm digging. I suspect I might see...
there.
I might see that there's a orphan in the ground. That would be my suspicion. We got Mayor Key number 1. Oh yeah, we're finding the keys. It might be a little bit much to have to
I think I saw something.
have to dig. And it's a little weird that you're getting interrupted
Almost there.
in the audio playing back. I would have preferred that to just play, even if I am swinging my sword. It kind of stinks that we're finding the mayoral keys and not finding gold keys, which I would be a lot happier about. Yeah, we just picked up yet another food item in the form of a pizza. And I guess it's kind of nice that there's a little
I think I
hovering
saw something. I need
fog to tell you where to go.
Almost there. Okay, that stings a little.
So eating the nachos is healing me a decent amount, and I feel like the nachos definitely were the next item up from this 150. So next we're gonna eat up the corn dogs, and then whatever we got here, 475. Not as good as 525, so we'll get rid of that. We have here that's 25 undeath versus something that's 4% undeath, and I feel like health plus 30 boots and 25 undeath, it's slightly worse. I feel like I should maybe just put the minor crit potion in storage or sell it. So yeah, it seems like we have almost also a set of other things, and this is 900 health a second. These guys feel like they're hitting a lot harder, too, so... Yeah, I don't know how the balance was supposed to play here, but it seems like the guys got a little stronger than you would on a just linear curve. Seems like after we got past level 12, we jumped to a whole different category. Alright. Maybe resistance will come up as a more important factor. In a lot of games, armor is treated as a resistance to physical damage. Here, it seems like it isn't at all. I don't know if I've ever really picked a preference though, so I kind of wish it was consistent. That's easy to say, certainly. It doesn't make a lot of sense that sometimes armor means one thing and sometimes armor doesn't mean something different. I think at its core, the concept of armor is that it should be a resistance to physical damage and should reduce the amount of damage you'll take. So if a creature is going to do 100 damage and you have 99 armor, you should take 1 damage. Not that you should take, your health should be at, if you have a 99 armor and a base amount of health of 100, you would then just have a health of 199, and then a creature hits you for 100 damage and leaving you with 99 health. There's not that math, if you can follow that, and I'm not sure I did the best job there explaining it. Kind of goes to show how it's a drastically different experience. This feels like we're gonna go into an ogre tent and fight some ogres, and I'm not sure I even have a reason to do that.
I don't have a key to open that fine-looking treasure chest.
No, I don't have a reason to go there, and I don't have a key. There is something here, certainly. Poisonous club looks like it would do a decent amount of damage. I'm gonna put it over on that because I think that would do more. We'll see how that plays. But yeah. Take note, we can't also drop off the orphans. Not yet. At least. So, quest-wise, we have some side quests. And several other side quests. Some other side quests. I think we should just go do the Queen of the Lake side quest. Let's turn in the Mayor's Keys quest first, and then do the Queen of the Lake side quest.
Hello again, Mayor of Pluckmuckle. I present to you your missing keys.
Good work, DeathSpank!
So now he's got another quest for us. Good.
Hello again, Mayor of Pluckmuckle.
Oh, I can just give him an
I
orphan.
bring you an orphan.
This isn't all the orphans, is it?
I might have missed one or two.
Oh, I'd really like to have all the orphans back together, if that's all right with you. More orphans means more publicity, and more publicity means more votes.
Well, I'm off to go do some orphan rescuing.
So, yeah, again, wanting to just really try and
Lost and found.
avoid dialogue, if at all possible. Let's see. So we have Gloves of Infernal Energies here. That is fire. And then on this, we have 25% undeath. And this is a helmet. So I guess there are 4 pieces of equipment. Ooh, interesting. So let's move that there and move that there, so this makes more sense. Gloves, boots, helmet, and chest. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just put this here because I don't think I really need that. And then these trinkets I think are probably still our best bet to hold on to. But some of these other weapons, maybe we start to get rid of them, particularly if we didn't use them very much. Like, I don't see a real reason to hold on to this. So let's sell that one. And then this thunderclap hammer I'm gonna hold on to. And then these I'm gonna hold on to. And food wise, probably should get rid of some stuff too. Gonna put that away. 150, 450, 700, 700, 550. Yeah, holding on to chicken's probably an insane thought. But we'll do this. And then this fire axe, I think we can get rid of that. And this ice axe, I think we can get rid of that. And then this undeath sword, we can get rid of that. So I think that cleans up our inventory quite a bit. Does this guy have a quest for us?
Mayor of Pluck Muckle. Got any more odd jobs I can do? I'd like to.
He does have a quest for it, it's just in the third slot.
The election is right around the corner, and if I'm going to be re-elected, I need to clean up the land. There is trash scattered everywhere, and I need you to bring it to me. And if the recycling tax benefit makes me a ton of money, so be it.
I played a piece of trash in a school play once. I think
that's where the quest is, to
be
pick
done.
up the tin
Terrific!
cans.
They're all over the place, so stay on the lookout.
So what is the amount there? So we'll resort all of these. Because that's the real question. We have 14 tin cans already. Collect 50. And that gets us the Trinket of Excitement, which we don't even know what the benefit of the Trinket of Excitement is. And here's that girl.
Greetings again, Sandy. Well, I better go orphan hunting.
So it seems like she is just going to be in that city. If we kill some chickens here, I want to see if they drop chicken. Yes, they do. So if you get really, really desperate, then there's something we can do with that. So over here, enlisting's majorly leveled up. Like, these guys should be total pushovers. Like, just absolute, not really gonna drop any gold worth anything. We kind of need to keep an eye on that. Let's see. yeah, I don't think that they're worth grinding on, because I think they're just so low. And we can keep an eye on the but I guess if it gives us potions and if it gives us pizza, then there's no reason not to grind. Yeah, this is also giving me equipment and other things, and doesn't he seem like it's even lowering my odds of getting of other items. Look, I just got a fortune cookie even, which tells us that there isn't a finite number of fortune cookies in the world. Okay. So, what's new? We got gloves of recycling, which are not worth anything, but they sell for 1,000 gold. And then scaled helmet of scales, which we can sell. And chicken, we can sell for a very low amount of money. Okay, now we're gonna use this lure. Green Lake Whistle. Mating whistle specifically turned to the Green Queen at Green Lake. Are we not at Green Lake? Yeah, we are. So why did that not work? I mean, seriously, game. What was the place? We could try and go take out the ghosts too, but I'm still not sure I don't have something that can hurt them. On top of which, I think they were protecting a I think they were protecting a chest that needed a key. Alright, let's look at the quest, since this isn't working. Let's see. I could have turned in this quest. I need to kill the Green Queen at the Green Lake and recover the green sack. Let's just go with our first hit. Find the lake mating stone at Green Lake. Okay, so it's the mating stone that I need to go to, not the actual, not the lake. Yeah, just everything around here. So these guys are 7 and they still take a decent amount of damage, and they are certainly doing enough. That's a gold treasure key. Ooh, the Y button, my poison attack. I need to try that out some more. Okay, so I cleared out that area, and yeah. Yeah, you could kind of run through the entirety of the game and try and collect all the gold chests, and there might be an achievement for that, but I actually saw very few achievements. I think there's maybe 10 in total, and I would say maybe all but the one of the menu and turning down evil and turning up good. Maybe all the rest of them literally are just through finishing the story. It's keeping it short and sweet, and I can't be upset with that, really. We're not having a Final Fantasy-esque experience, or they're not trying to tell a Final Fantasy-esque story where the world is in danger. And I have like 2 gold keys now. Alright, so this is a level 15 creature. Let's go ahead and eat. And unlike before, I don't think this one can recover his health. I think that was probably a mistake. I'm gonna have to buy some potions pretty soon. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I think the previous fight with the green that was eating the turnips and refilling his health, I think that was a mistake. That's something I don't think happens with any other enemy in like a Diablo-esque game. Yeah, my poison attack though, man, that will just wreck anybody. Or almost anybody. Okay. So I'm gonna go here. And this is probably a mistake. But I wanna see what the character here has to say, in case she has anything to sell, or if she just has
a
rich orphan is a happy orphan.
Anything new, orphan?
Nope.
Right. So minor health potions, minor, and the cherry red paint. So she did not increase her quests or her inventory, which would have been slightly useful. So that kind of means there's no reason to be in this area. So it makes more sense to just run back this way. And then potentially we've got to figure out who and where to go to return quests for other things.
Greetings, Greem Exterminator. Here is the mating gland from the Queen Greem at Fishing Lake.
Great. Now my father's discomfort has been partially avenged. I've located another Greem colony, this time in the haunted forest.
Then allow me to slay the Queen and bring you her mating gland.
You read my mind, DeathSpank. Here's another whistle.
So we didn't use up the whistle before. So this is a fire outfit that we're collecting that has 25% fire. And let's see. These are shoulders. There really is a whole outfit here. It's weird the way things are depicted, that you would be able to have 5 pieces of armor. Interesting, they don't merge. So that's weird. Orb of brief invulnerability. Still, we have a lot of undeath bolts, which would do 31 more physical damage We're almost getting to the point where it starts to make sense. And then major health potions are starting to make sense. Because our minor health potions are not really gonna work. We also have another level up here. Do we want to move 15% faster, or do we want to wear higher armor? I think we want to wear higher armor. And then definitely get rid of one stack of that. So yeah, how does this really break down? There's this is the boots, these are the shoulders, this is the helmet, this is the chest plate, this is the gloves. Interesting. And it has just gotten down to the point where it's no longer worth it to even kill these chickens.
Greetings, old man Ubrick. I found your sidekick's journal. From the journal entries, I assume he's starved to death waiting for you.
Great. That's another quest completed, and more experience points for me.
Let's see.
I've got a fever.
We're just gonna try and jump in to get more side quests.
Excellent. I have the gravestone I want when I'm buried. But I need someone to deliver it to the gravedigger. Take this to him and don't forget to bring me back my damned receipt.
There's a slight problem now because... Does he have some other side quests for us?
Greetings, old man Ubrick. Do you have any more side quests for me?
Yes, indeed. For one of my old quests, I was supposed to kill 10 turtle creatures. Sadly, I only killed 3. But I really want the experience points. Could you go kill the rest of them and bring me back the gonads?
So that's 2 side quests from the same guy. It's a little surprising that they wouldn't just have it have the voice actor say the word and then dump the next side quest on you. Alright, bong. Let's see. I don't think we have a quest to turn in with him. I just wanted to see what position we're really in here. Rather expensive potions. And there's actually some other things now available too. Some resistance potions. Yeah, so we're about to hit level 15, and it seems like once you hit level 15, that's when you open up a whole nother concept. Let's see, what does this guy have? Level 17 items. Okay, so then next quest is this one's going to be a long-term quest certainly, and then the rest of the quests are going to be around just getting from place to place. And it's a shame we can't even really go where you want to go. Like, not when looking at the map. You should just be able to. Alright, is this food vendor maybe got something?
Greetings, food vendor. I'm feeling peckish. Let's...
Like, I can buy more of those. But I'm really looking for I'm really looking for the... Let's see. Eyeball Trail Outhouse? For the vendor that would sell me more armor and equipment, and I don't even know if that's really worth it. Feels like maybe at the end of the game there'll be a end of game ultimate outfit, but that's it. And I guess there really is only one direction to go, now that I think about it. Because I have to go up here, and we're just going to be a little under-leveled. By the looks of it, like, yeah. If I get over to the cabins for the rich, and then bring up the menu. Yeah, the Pip Ravaged Town and the Enchanted Forests are the directions I have to go before I can do anything else. And in the orphans, in particular, their quests, I think, are all over the place. Let's see. So, yeah, unless I'm supposed to be asking around where these other orphans are, I think you're just supposed to run around. It'll be interesting to see how much damage my poison staff does to this. Seems like it does. Possibly not enough. So yeah, it seems to me like I can't take out these pips, which I would kind of call them like giant golems or orcs or something like that. Yeah, they look like giant goblins. We now have a new thing to read. Friendly Leprechaun Family Values Console. Reminder, snitches get stitches. Interesting. There are 2 places with gold chest keys, but I might as well just hold on to this. So I guess I'm supposed to just run around the path and stay on the beaten path to go to the Enchanted Forest, unless I find out that the Enchanted Forest is full of level 15 creatures. If not, we've hit a point where I need to grind somewhere, and I don't know exactly where to grind even, because it's not like the blinkers respawned in the Cabins for the Rich area or anything else like that happened. I could probably sell a bunch of this stuff too if I wanted to keep it. But some of these are also labeled as priceless for their grind, so, and the others are labeled as just $1. So yeah, it's probably not worth doing that. I've kind of totally forgotten about meleeing a fire item and a cleaver. It's just something that's never going to happen. Let's see. Yeah. Feels like the rest of the game may very well be centered around these orphans. Notice that we have here Annie the orphan instead of Orphan Annie, as in Little Orphan Annie, as a subversive joke. We gotta find turtles somewhere. We need to find the Gravedigger. We need to find the Green Queen. We need to collect the rest of the tin cans for a while. Throughout the rest of the game. I don't think the game's very long either. A lot of these quests do feel like there's something that we're picking up not at the very beginning of the game, but late enough to make it feel like that they will take the rest of the game. There I suppose is a interesting idea of foreshadowing via side quests and giving somebody some ridiculous quest to say collect 100 feathers, a la Assassin's Creed 2, and throughout the course of the game you actually being able to do that. Although in that example you only really would have collected 100 feathers in Assassin's Creed 2 if you tried very, very hard and frankly had a map that you were marking off along the way, which is exactly how I did it, and it was not worth the effort. On top of which, the feathers quest really didn't reveal anything more or give you anything that was super useful by the time you collected them all. So it wasn't a rewarding payoff for the many, many hours you would have spent. Alright, well, we're back to DeathSpank. I guess we could go back to this and we could set this back so there's no good and it's just all evil. I doubt that the sliders do anything at all, but if all of a sudden the game gets even more difficult, that would be very interesting, but I doubt it. Yeah, another episode done. Yeah, it's DeathSpank is still being DeathSpank. It was very blatant about what it was going to offer you. I imagine, looking from a modern perspective, if you bought this on Steam and you played it for less than 2 hours and you didn't see anything interesting in it, if you just absolutely hated the silly comic book-ness of it, all of the tick, if you felt like the action RPG elements were just mediocre, which they are, and you probably could think of several action RPG games that would tell you a better story and a more interesting story, depending heavily based on whether or not you want to play any Japanese action RPG games, or whether you're going to limit yourself just to Western action RPG games. There's if you limit yourself just to Western ones, you might only be able to find a couple to compare. Something like Torchlight, if you wanted Torchlight to be quicker and less complicated and less grindy. But if you didn't like this in the first 2 hours, that automatic refund on Steam probably would be a good option for people like that, because we're not really going to see anything new here. It's pretty obvious. The game will just keep on going. We'll fight maybe 2 or 3 bosses. We'll continue to do side quests, and we'll get to the enjoyment that I expect to get out of it, but nothing more, and probably not anything very much less. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.